win this one. We chose Philippa because we got card draw. Should never be out of cards, and that's good against aliens because they always have you discard. And the sidekick Dijkstra to soak up damage and move around and get rid of aliens. And we chose Achilles for his strength. So between the both of them, I think they can get it done. Prior, I was choosing characters just by how I wanted. This time I chose characters that I think can win, because we haven't won yet, I don't think. And so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. We're going to take these two characters into the alien. Let's take a look here. So we got Achilles. Achilles not painted bad. I guess she's not terrible either. It's just the paints I got. I'm blaming the paints because I painted better before, and the paints that I bought here, and they're harder to get here. Paints are, anyway, where I live. All right, this time let's take them on and let's win. All right, initiative deck. I already got everything ready, but I'll give this a little shuffle just so I don't think I cheated. Because we are going to win this time. Martian Invasion 1. That says, all heroes and sidekicks adjacent to occupied field take a damage. If no one took a damage this way, add an alien to the lowest number to empty field. Okay. Any player may discard a card. If no one does, add an alien to one field bordering the Martian invader space. I'm not discarding yet. Player 1's turn. That would be Philippa. Let's have her maneuver. Get rid of that alien. I don't think I want Dijkstra in. Yeah, I do. Even if he takes damage from the spider or something. Okay. We want to save this card because that's a hero, and this becomes a 6 versus a hero. Now they say it's a villain, and that's the official rules, villain and minions, but I play him as hero and sidekick. So we don't want to use that on the spider. Let's see. I think I want to maneuver again, actually. And we'll stay there so that the spider's on the opposite side, just so you can see of the Martian. I'll try to peek it out a little bit so that they could attack either one. Now we got an owl form in hand as well. You can read the effect if you want, but it's just like the beast form from Dracula's deck where you discard to get bonus attack. All right, that's what she wants to do. Just a double maneuver. Player 2 goes. That's nice. All right. Here's what we got for player 2. 2 Wilies under Achilles' helm. So the smart thing to do right now is to go in with a maneuver here. Let's go this way instead. And then we attack with Brothers in Arms. It's a... Okay, so it's a 0. He's taking 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got to reshuffle that. So he's at 6. That's good. And if Patroclus is not defeated, gain an action. So we're going to get to gain an action. So that's actually quite amazing to start off with. All right. We'll do this one because it's going to deal damage to Patroclus versus the Jersey Devil again. Got Blood Curdling Scream. The opposing fighter discards 1 card from their hand or the top card of their deck. I'm gonna discard this Wiley. So it's a 1. So this is a defensive 2. Add its boost value to this value's card. So 2 to 5. Taking 3. 1, 2, 3. Now that's a way. That's how you start off a game, right? All right. Next character, the Jersey Devil. Gonna attack Patroclus. Oh, and I was supposed to take 2 damage on Patroclus already, and now he's gonna attack. We're gonna take it. It's a 1. All players discard the top card of their deck immediately. Okay, Achilles discards a Feint, and what's her name? Philippa discards that. Each player with 13 or more cards in their discard pile removes. That's not happening. So he's only taking 1 damage. So he's at 3. Which is fine. Then the Martian Invader's turn. He is closest to Dijkstra here, so he's going to move there. Let's look at our defense. He can only play one of these 2. I think we take it. It's a 3 on Dijkstra, so he's down to 3 health. Place the Martian Invader in a space bordering the highest numbered empty field. That'll be right there. Oops. Last character, obviously, is the Tarantula. The Tarantula is going to attack. Let's do my bidding. So what we do in this case, for do my bidding in these minions, is I'll draw 2 cards. So mine's immediately, because he didn't cancel it. He pulls 2 cards and return an opponent's card to their hand, look at their hand and choose a card for them to play. So we get to choose between these 2. It's either going to be a 4 or 3. The 4 says during combat, Tarantula is on a space with a web token at 6. He's not, so it'll be a 4. Place a web token in Tarantula space, then place Tarantula in the closest empty starting space. We could do that one. But the other one goes back on top of their deck. So we'll put this one on top of the deck, because we know it's a defense of 1 and an attack of 3. And places a web. So this is just a 4. We're going to take 1 damage on Philippa. So both our do my biddings are now in the discard pile. All right. Each player with a fighter in Jersey Devil zone discards cards from the top of their deck equal to the threat level. So that would be nobody's in green, dark green. Plays a web token in Tarantula space if there's not one up there already. Oh, we're supposed to advance the threat by 1 because there's no aliens. Shuffle these suckers up again. I got a good feeling about this game. I think we can get it done if I don't dink around. Jersey Devil goes. He's gonna attack Pat. Should Pat take it? Sure. 1, all players discard the top card of their deck. Here's the discarded cards. Pat takes 1, so he's at 2 health. Each player with 13 more cards in there. Well, that's not happening. Then we go to the next character. Or card. Initiative card. All heroes and sidekicks adjacent to an occupied field take 1 damage. If no fighter took damage this way, add an alien to the lowest numbered empty field. And then player 1 goes. That is Philippa. Let's do this right here. Maneuver. We're ranged, but it doesn't help when they're in brown and we're stuck on this side. We don't want to be in Jersey Devil zone, that's for sure. And then we want to attack with owl form and hope they don't have some type of cancel. I don't think they can without those though. So it's a 2. So 2 to 3 currently. What do we want to discard? I want to keep that and that and that. Probably discard these 3 things. So it's a 6. Yeah. So 6 to 2, he's going to be taking 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16. Place an alien in each field bordering the Martian invader's space. That's not good. I guess I could have had him move there, right? To discard that. Alright, and then my ability is draw back up to 4 at the end of my turn, so I will. Tarantula goes. He's going to go right here and attack Dijkstra. I don't have a card to defend, so he actually kills Dijkstra. I'm at 0 with Dijkstra. Now, place a web token in Tarantula space, and then place Tarantula in the closest empty starting space. Put Tarantula's initiative card. It's going to be right here. It's even, but I want to put him way out there. Put his initiative card on the bottom of the initiative deck. And we forgot to put a web out. Alright, next up on the initiative is the Martian invader himself. And that says just attack one of these 2. Let's have him attack Achilles. Should we have him attack Achilles? I think it's a good time to attack Achilles. Because has the Jersey Devil gone? Yeah, and yeah, that's a good idea. Even though Achilles only has 2 cards. So let's see what they get. A 2. Well, he only has 2, so he goes to 0. He dies. Thankfully. Deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter in the Martian invader zone. So that's going to be Achilles, not just Patroclus. And Philippa, so she's at 10. He's at 17. And we have to discard 2 random cards. These 3 cards here. When Patroclus is defeated, discard 2 random cards. And while Patroclus is defeated, add +2 to the value of all Achilles attacks. If Achilles wins combat, draw a card. Let's discard these 2. Okay, that's not good. We only get to keep this stupid one. That doesn't help us much when Patroclus isn't alive. Alright. A maneuver. Player 2. Sweet. We drew a Patroclus card. Okay, we're going to maneuver to here. Let's see. To here. To get rid of this alien. And maneuver again here. Another Patroclus card. To get rid of this alien. Man, that's not good. Alright. That was a waste. Martian Invasion 2. Any player may discard a card. You're going to discard a Patroclus card. And then the Tarantula goes. He's going to move 3 and do nothing. Each player with a fighter in Jersey Devil zone. Nobody has a fighter in there. Advance the threat marker 1 equal to 1 plus a number of occupied fields. There's 0. And then place a web token in the Tarantula space if there's not one there already. Alright, let's hope Achilles can go next. We can get this done. We can win this one. 16 health on the Martian Invader. Jersey Devil has 3. Spider has 10, but we're kind of ignoring the spider. Which, in real life, I can't ignore a spider. Martian's going to attack Philippa. Yeah. Philippa's going to defend with this. The Martian attacks with a 4. You may discard 1 card. If you do, deal damage to the opposing fighter equal to its boost. First off, I'm going to be taking 2 damage. That puts me at 8 with Philippa. After combat, I can discard a card. I will discard this 3 to deal 3 damage. So they're at 13 now, the Martian. Let's see here. Place a Martian invader in a space bordering the lowest numbered empty field. That'll be there. Well, all heroes and sidekicks adjacent to an occupied field take a damage. If no fire took damage this way, add an alien to the lowest numbered empty field. Player may discard a card. I'm going to discard the Patroclus card, I think. If not, it would have added more. Player 2 goes. That is Achilles. I have this 1 card, so I'm going to maneuver. And maneuver. Which is another waste of a turn, because he moved so far. Actually, yeah. I mean, I could have attacked him, and I think I will next time. Tarantula, place a web, move and attack. Can't defend. Hopefully it's a 0. Oh, wow. That's some actual good luck for once. A 0. It was a 0. All right. And then player 1 goes. That's Philippa. We'll do a maneuver. And we're going to boost it with a 3. So we can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then attack with this 4. Come on, be a 0. Nope. Okay, we're not that lucky. Okay, this is a 6 because that's a hero or villain. And that's how we play this version. And that's a 2. Place the Martian invader in a space bordering the highest numbered empty field. So he's going to take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 at 9. The Martian invader's at 9. And the highest numbered empty field, that's here. Man, Achilles just running back and forth, huh? And because of my ability, I'm allowed to draw 3 more cards. All right. At least we got a defense in there, huh? And then, of course, the final one is Jersey Devil. He's got to move there and attack Achilles. I'm going to play the 3. 3, 2, 3. Immediately, if the opponent played a card with the same name as a card in their discard pile, cancel its effects. Pretty sure I don't have that. Nope. So it's just 3 to 3. Move each of your fighters up to 3 spaces. They may move through spaces containing opposing fighters. Let me go here. Yeah. And we get to draw a card because of our ability. If we win combat, and we won combat. And advance the threat number marker 2 spaces. You know what? We could have moved away. That's what we're going to do because we don't want to be in the Jersey Devil zone, do we? And then Tarantula places a web. Play smarter. Jersey Devil people discard for being in the Jersey Devil zone. That's why we would want to move away. Should I have Philippa go for the alien thing? Because it's going to advance anyway. Not too worried, I suppose. Yeah, I'm always up early. I love waking up early. Chat. The tarantula goes. Let's see here. Just gonna move here. Goes to Philippa. And attack. Philippa will defend with a 2. 3. Immediately cancel all effects. Immediately, your opponent may discard 1 card. If they don't, ignore their card's value. I have a dice here because usually if they can make a decision, they don't make a decision. But but I like them when they make a decision. So if it's any of these spear icons on this dice, it becomes they make the decision to do it. If it is the two horses or the like Medusa looking head, they don't do it. It's a spear, so they're gonna do it. So if they discard a card from the top of their deck, that's 8 Legs of Terror. And then they cancel, but if transfer in space with a web token, also ignore that card's value. So I take 3 damage in that case. 1, 2, 3. I'm at 5. Boy, player 1, good. Let's maneuver. And I'm going to actually boost with this card. You may wonder why when I don't have to go anywhere. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's so that I can attack the Jersey Devil and then draw 2 cards because I don't need a scheme. I need other cards, defense and attacks. So we'll just attack him with a 3, I think, right? Or a cancel. Let's do a cancel. Well, yeah, let's do a cancel on Jersey Devil. So we cancel immediately. They have a 1. We have a 2. And we end the turn. So they take 1. Sweet. Then I can probably spear throw with oh, I need to draw 2 extra cards like I planned on doing, which aren't that helpful, but helpful enough. Jersey Devil goes. He's going to attack. It is helpful here. Now, they only got 3 cards, but we can't risk it. Even if it's a 0, we're going to play the cancel and turn. Alright, so we're going to be taking 1 damage. So we're at 4. If the opponent played a card... Oh, theirs isn't immediately defense. The opponent played a card with the same number as with the same name as a card in the discard pile, cancel its effects in it. So he cancels mine before I cancel his, and I take 3 in total. So I'm at 2 health, actually. That's not good. Martian Invasion. All heroes and sidekicks adjacent to an occupied battlefield take a damage if no one fighter took a damage this way. Add an alien to a space in the lowest numbered. Any player may discard a card. I'm going to discard this Dijkstra card. Still think we can win even if Philippa dies. Martian Invader. And then we know after that it's going to be Achilles. Alright, so Martian Invader is going to just attack Achilles. We're going to play this Battle Hardened. It's 2/2. Mine is choose a card in your discard pile and return it to your hand. I won the combat also, so I'm going to be drawing a card and returning a card in my discard pile to my hand. He's going to deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter in the Martian Invader's zone. That's just going to be Achilles, so he's at 16 health. What card do we want? We want this 4. Alright. Then we go to Achilles' turn. We're going to have Achilles. We could have him attack. We have to boost around. I could do that. Should I do that? Probably should. Yeah. We're going to maneuver. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discarding this card. And attacking with this card. Making sure... Oh, I do have another one in my discard pile. So if I do that, and he still has a cancel, which we can check right here. Forked Tail Whip. 1, 2. He does have 1 more, so the chances of one of these 2 being it is too high for me to want to play that. So let's play this. Okay, it's a deception. He's dead, though. That would be a dead Jersey Devil. I won combat, so I draw a new card. Good riddance, huh? Good riddance to the jersey double, because that wasn't going to be very nice here in a minute. We also are going to take his card out. Alright, place a web token in transfer space if there's not one there already. Advance a threat marker. 1, 2, 3. 1 plus the number of occupied fields. Alrighty. Shuffle, shuffle. Truffle, shuffle. Player 2, sick. Alright, it's going to be just a regular old maneuver. And then we'll attack with this. So it's a 2. A 3 versus a 2. He's going to be taking 1 damage. I get my +2, obviously. Place an alien in each field bordering the Martian invader space. And then I got a 5 coming his way as well. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's if they were bordering a space of them. It would have canceled mine if there were aliens there prior. Alright, so versus my 5 of Relentless Assault, the second action, or the second attack, is place Martian. Let's see, he's taking 4, so he's down to 4 health. Alright, we got this. Place the Martian invader in space bordering the highest numbered empty field. It's over here. Alrighty. Next up, Martian invader moves. And Martian invader attacks. He's going to attack Achilles. I'm playing a 4. Actually, I'm not playing anything. Because I know it's a 0. And I win combat, so I draw a card. And it was a spear throw that I just drew. That'll come in handy in a minute. Should we kill a spider anyway? He's at 10 health, or just win? What do you say? Oh. Waking up's good. Sorry, I just looked at the chat again. Waking up early is good. I like going to bed late and getting up early. But I can only do that so many days in a row. Next up is player 1. Man, finally getting lucky here. All right. Let's attack with this, a 3. Okay, it doesn't get the alien effect. It's 3/3. Deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter in the Martian invader zone. So Philippa's at 1 health. Achilles at 15. If you haven't taken a maneuver action this turn, deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter in Philippa's zone. That is the Martian, down to 3. And then we're going to maneuver with Philippa. Removing an alien. And drawing up to 4 cards. Alright, we got one of the 6s again if we need it. If we can survive. Tarantula goes. He's going to go 1-2. Attack Achilles. Achilles defends with a 4. Achilles heal. 4/4. If Tarantula's in a web, it's a 6. The opponent gains an action. I take 2. 1, 2. The opponent gains action. Attacking me, I'll play Achilles again. Okay, it's the 0. I won the combat on that one. So I drew a skirmish. You gotta reshuffle the Tarantula's deck. And then, who goes next? Martian Invasion, 1. All heroes and sidekicks adjacent to an occupied field take damage. That is nobody. If no one took a damage this way, add an alien to the lowest numbered empty field. What is the lowest? 4. And then, the second invasion, discard a card. We'll discard this. So that they don't add more aliens. We are going to be doing the tarantula and advance the threat marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We gotta kill this guy like right now. Because he wins if he gets to 4, and only gets faster and faster if you don't take care of the aliens in the field. What are Achilles and a Witcher woman doing from here in a field? Who knows? The tarantula is going to attack Achilles. Achilles will defend with battle hardened. Okay, it's a 6, so we'd be taking 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, because he's in a web space. And then choose a card in your discard pile and return it to your hand. I guess we will return the 4 again. I mean, if it was a 1v1 battle, I'd choose something else, but not today, not in this. Martian Invader attacks me. I'll play a 2 cancel. He wouldn't have got that ability. He has a 3, and he can't move. So I take 1. I did not win combat, so I don't draw a card. Martian Invasion, all heroes and sidekicks adjacent, so he takes 1 for being adjacent to the empty field. And then player 1 goes. She has to maneuver. Well, yeah. And attack from range with a 6. That's a 0. That is a dead, what do you call this thing? Alien. So we took out the alien. Sick. Finally, we win one. It took me picking specific characters to win a match. We had player 2 coming up next that probably could have killed him too. Could have spear through him. We probably wouldn't have. Probably just would have attacked. And then if we did the damage, spear throw him. Yeah, we would have had the damage anyway because it was a 0. We defeated the Martian Invader, finally. And we did it with no sidekicks. 7 health on Achilles, 1 health on Philippa. Thanks for watching. See you around on the next one.